Welcome, Summoner. How are you doing? I'm glad you made it finally here. And I have seen you have brought some guests. Hello there. I am guessing you wanna stay. This is finally possible. We have multiple rooms you can visit and multiple places you can stay in. I welcome you in the tavern from Trivia. As we reach the tavern, we have multiple places we can go. You come into the welcome area. This is just the simple welcome to the entry of the whole tavern. Then you will get to the law of entry, which is basically the rules we will have. There are quite a few, but I just want to have everything clear for each specific channel for safety and each thing. After that, you enter the Vale. The Vale is the place where the Royal Turtle is guarding this place, where you simply need to acknowledge him and even have a small little feature of and spoiler. After that, we can close that and never open it again and come into the introduction hall. If you want to introduce yourself, there is an example of how you can introduce yourself, so you don't need to think about any things. Just say your preferred pronouns and your preferred name, and the rest is just an interesting fact that I would like to know because I love people and people are very interesting. The next one is the preference hall. The preference hall is the hall where you can describe further about who you are. Are you male or female, or who even are you? Maybe you are a streamer, an artist, or a YouTuber. After that, we can close that and go into the tavern, which will have the general chat, which is the chat that will keep everybody talking and entertained. The jest hall, which will keep people sending their memes or their funny jokes. The music hall, where people can send their songs or songs that they love to listen to. The portrait hall, where they send pictures of themselves or the area around. The animal hall, which is basically the hall where you introduce your pets or animals you have found. The next one is the game hall. There is a royal guard, which is giving us free games because we are a gamer. The suggestion board is the most important part. It's the part where you put suggestions about games, streams, art, random ideas, improve ideas, emote ideas, server ideas, and so go on. Any ideas come onto the board. You will just have to click, create new posts, select a tag, enter a title, and then post something. Pain release is the SOS area. As well as in the suggestion board, you need to create a post, type in your title, select your tag, and leave it there, so people can read it and understand you better. I have three options, which are just listen, let's talk, or give me an advice, so everybody can have their own opinion and their own meaning in their own specific way. The next room is the most interesting room in my opinion, because this is called Create Room, which means if you tap it, it will automatically make a room just by your preferences. And if you are going on the speech bubble, you can open specific channel modifications as well as limitations, names, games, or even permissions to who is able to join the channel or who is not able to join the channel. Do you want it to lock? Do you want it unlocked? How many can join? And should people get invited by you or rejected by you? The next room is the 24/7 Lo-Fi room, which is basically a bot that will constantly play 24/7 Lo-Fi, and it's already going for 838 hours and 31 minutes. So yeah, it's pretty much forever. If we finish the tavern, we can go to the social media tab, which will contain my socials. It will have YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch now, but it will have Twitter sooner or later. After that, we come to the Creativity Hall. The Creativity Hall is the hall where people can show their desires or their art. For example, their art and fantasies, the art that they made of my character, of me. Or the Training Hall, art-wise, which basically means if you are struggling, you can send some tutorials or some features or some edits or so go on into that channel and so other people can learn. As well as tutorials. The tutorials are the part where you can send the videos, and the Training Hall is where people can just type I need help or I need an advice and they can just give you an advice on that. Itoki's personal space is my personal space. In this space I am saying thank you to all the people because my channel was small once and I do all milestones, all the advancements that I made over the time and post them here. The next one is the lore. The lore is basically the part that is interesting because my character, as well as this tavern, as well as everything in here has a theme, and it's a tavern in a magic world. And this area is called the Kingdom of the Trivia. Why Kingdom of the Trivia? What is trivia? What is this kingdom? Who is Itoki? And why am I here? This is what you can find out there. The next area is the Arcade Hall. In the Arcade Hall, you have the level up feature. As this area is pretty much about XP and leveling. So, by basically messaging, you can earn XP. By being in a voice channel, you can earn XP. By doing reactions, you can earn XP as well as role rewards. Role rewards mean pretty much that by a specific level you earn specific channels as well as more lore and more information. So if you keep collecting XP and leveling up, you will get certain roles which will make things very, very interesting. So don't pass out on it. There are many cool things you can find out if you are just looking around. As there is a leaderboard as well, where you can weekly or even monthly get your XP checked. This one will be posted in the level up scoreboard. Since there are not many people, the scoreboard is not there yet, but it will be soon. There are many different commands that you can use for leveling, which are listed over here. The next area that we have is the Funny Game Hall. The Funny Game Hall is a hall where you can play certain minigames. For example, Hanged Man, Uno, Connect 4, Minesweeper, Russian Roulette, and. It's pretty simple. You just need to type a specific command, which is simply you type the command, for example, G*Uno, you enter it, and it automatically creates a match where you need at least one more player, or you can go for matchmaking and search for people that have this spot in the exact same server, or in another server, which is pretty cool. And if you want to leave, you can just G*Leave, and if you say this, the bot says you have left the match. The Twitch channel is pretty self-explaining. You have the announcements, which are pretty much giving the announcements of everything that is going around in the server. Then there is the stream updates, which is the announcements about if a stream is delayed or if a stream is cancelled. Then there is the live announcements, which will pretty much show the live streams that are online and the stream schedule. For example, this week we have Hollow Knight, Break, Hollow Knight, Break. These times are EU times, but I will type the other times as well. So the waiting room is for people that are invited to my stream. They can just simply join the waiting room. You guys can't see the live room, but I can see you guys waiting in the waiting room, and if you are in the waiting room, I can simply move you guys into the live channel. If there are any problems, you can create a ticket under Open Ticket. If you have a problem with anything, with anyone, or just simply anything at all in the server, you can open a ticket. course, you can add everything in the board, but a suggestion here would also be very helpful if you don't want anybody else to know, and just the staff. So this was it pretty much. I hope you guys had a quick and fast entry into that. I hope you guys can find the place to stay in the tavern. And yeah, much more coming from me soon. I want to make more videos, so be prepared and be ready. Anyways, this was it. So, bye bye!